meeting order, please. Call the roll.
Hey, Ms. Collins?
Here.
Mr. Reno?
Here.
Dr. McFadden? Mr. Monk? Mrs. O'Neill?
Here.
Mr. Rickman?
Here.
Ms. Walker?
Here.
A quorum has been established. Next on the agenda is Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Next on the agenda is citizens' comments. This is the portion of the meeting where you, the citizens, can address the board with any questions, comments, or concerns. I ask that you come to the microphone and state your name and address. Also that you be mindful that you have 3 minutes by which to make your inquiry. Also, you may not receive a response to your particular inquiry this evening. The board is following through with its policy that anyone who comes into the building has to have a mask on. So hopefully you're able to understand what we're saying, because as the governing body of the district, we have to practice what we preach. So we're expecting everybody else to come in this building and have a mask on, and we should too. So hopefully we're not so distorted. But at times I understand we might have to remove it so for the benefit of Ms. Potter when addressing her. And last but not least, I ask that you address all questions, comments, concerns to the chair. The agenda is now open for citizens' comments. I'm good at going off to coming right back to where I'm supposed to be at. Just because it's sitting next to you.
It's my fault. It's all good.
No, that's not good. That's a good thing. The agenda is still open for, excuse me, citizens' comments. Last and final call for citizens' comments. Moving the agenda, next are action item. Item 5, under the consent agenda tonight, we have A, approval of the minutes of the July 21st, 2021 regular meeting, the July 29th, 2021 Committee of the Whole work session, the August 12th, 2021 Committee of the Whole work session. Item B, approval of bills for payments. Chair would entertain a motion relative to the consent agenda.
So moved.
Moved by Member Reno,
Support.
second Member Walker. Any questions, comments, concerns regarding the motion on the floor? It's the approval of the consent agenda. Hearing or seeing none, call the roll, please.
Mr. Reno?
Yes.
Ms. Walker?
Yes.
Ms. Collins?
Yes.
Ms. O'Neill?
Yes.
Mr. Rickman?
Yes, the motion carries. Next on the agenda, item 6. These are coming out of the Business and Finance Committee. Item 6A, Mount Clemens Middle School roofing replacement project. Ms. Tomlinson, are you going to punt it to Ms. Potter?
Sure
I'll
am.
get-
Good evening. So this is the request or the results from the RFP that we put out in July for the roof at the middle school. And we did discuss this in depth at the workshop. We are requesting that the board approve the recommended winner of the bid, Bloom Roofing Systems. This project will begin in August of 2022, and the bid was selected based not only on the fact that they won with the lowest price, but also based on previous work experience and knowledge of the district. Any questions, comments, or concerns?
So is the recommendation to accept and approve the bid from Bloom Roofing System, Inc. for the middle school replacement project. Chair would entertain a motion relative to agenda item 6A.
So moved.
Support. Jinx.
I was, okay, who did I hear first? Who did I hear first? It's been moved by Member Walker, second by Member Reno. Are there any questions, comments, concerns on the motion on the floor? And as Ms. Potter spoke about, we talked about this at the workshop last Thursday in depth. Hearing or seeing none, call the roll, please.
Okay, Ms. Walker?
Yes.
Mr. Reno?
Yes.
Ms. Collins?
Yes.
Ms. O'Neill?
Yes.
Mr. Rickman?
Yes, the motion carries. Item 6B, Mount Clemens High School Mechanical Improvement Project. Mrs. Potter.
Okay. This is also the results of an RFP put out in the month of July, and this was actually in June, and the purpose of this was to upgrade and bring to code and repair our existing mechanical air handler unit over the portion of the high school that currently does not receive air. And the process was vetted by our engineers at Partners in Architecture, and we are asking the board to approve their recommendation for tech mechanical HVAC for this project. The project is slated to begin in March of 2022, and we expect that it will be at or near completion by the end of the fiscal year.
Okay, the recommendation is to accept and award the contract to Tech Mechanical HVAC LLC for the Mount Clemens High School Mechanical Improvement Projects. Chair would entertain a motion.
So moved.
Support. Now we've got a good thing going.
Moved by Member Walker, second Member Reno. Any questions, comments, concerns on the motion on the floor? Hearing or seeing none, call the roll, please.
Yes.
Mr. Reno?
Yes.
Ms. Collins?
Yes.
Ms. O'Neill?
Yes.
And Mr. Rickman?
Yes, the motion carries. Agenda item 6C, School Loan Revolving Fund Annual Loan Application. Mrs. Potter.
Okay, so currently the district participates in the school bond loan, and it is a requirement by law that we submit an application to participate with that every year. This is standard operating procedure. The amendment for the board was attached to your board packet. We are recommending that you pass this amendment. Although we are going out for a refunder, we still must comply with this piece of law.
Okay, the recommendation is to approve the School Loan Revolving Fund Annual Loan Application Resolution. Chair would entertain a motion relative to agenda item 6C.
So moved.
Support.
Moved by Member Walker, second by Member Reno. Any questions, comments, concerns on the motion on the floor? Well, any additional questions that we talked about this on last Thursday? Any additional questions or concerns? Hearing and seeing none, call the roll, please.
Ms. Walker?
Yes.
Mr. Reno?
Yes.
Ms. Collins?
Yes.
Ms. O'Neill?
Yes.
Mr. Rickman?
Yes, the motion carries. Informational items. Item 7, this is from the Curriculum and Personnel Committee. Item 7A, new hires. Ms. Tomlinson, if you'd like to address that, please.
Yep, as I spoke about last week at the workshop, these are 4 staff members that we have hired to begin the fall school year. Madison Crease at King Academy will be our new POHI teacher. She was a replacement teacher. Zachary Rombeck will be at the secondary complex, social studies, another replacement. Elizabeth will be at the secondary complex, a literacy interventionist. This is a brand-new position. Michelle Sainholtz at Seminole, a replacement art teacher.
Have replacement, are these new people into the district, or they're replacing someone previously?
Yep, they're replacing somebody that has either retired or left the district.
Okay, I guess a better way. How many of these are brand new to the district, or if any of them are brand new to the district?
All 4 will be brand new to the district. They're replacing people that have left.
Gotcha, okay. It's informational items. No action is required by the board. Any additional questions? We talked about this on last Thursday, but I just didn't ask that question at that point in time. Okay. Agenda item 8, coming out of the Business and Finance Committee. 8A, the financial reports. This is unavailable because of the audit. Okay. Item B, open purchase order listing. Any questions regarding the open purchase order listings? C, contract listings. Any questions regarding the contract listings? I have a question, Mrs. Potter. We just approved those contracts, tonight, right? Even though we talked about, we just officially approved them tonight. So how will this appear under the contract listing? Because since there will be delayed a year, how will we show that in the contract listing?
Typically, it is my understanding that the district has not put RFP contracts on this listing. This is for long-term service contracts. However, we can add them, and we will put a note that this is for an awarded RFP and the projected start date, so that when the board is reviewing them, they will understand that although they're on the list, service has not begun yet.
Because usually with a contract, you have, when you consummate the contract, you have a begin date. So that's why I was asking how would we list that in terms of contract, because even though it's a short-term contract, but it's been delayed a year. So just was curious how that would be listed. Thank
Yep.
you. Any other questions? Okay. D, facilities listings. Any questions regarding facilities listings? E, school bond loan refinance. Any questions? All right, thank you, Mrs. Potter. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Unless Ms. Thomason has an if there's some stuff you want to share with us about anything, what we can expect opening of schools, stuff like that, just a little FYI.
Yes, on behalf of Ms. Beals, I would like to welcome all families and students and alumni to our Back to School Bash that will be next Tuesday, August 24th from 10 to 2 here at the secondary complex. Families can update their registration, we can enroll new students, there will also be activities for the students, and you can meet the staff. That's it.
That's it. And also you have to wear a mask.
Yes.
Committee reports. Let's see, there's nobody here from the Finance Committee report. So is there anything additional you'd like to add, Mrs. Potter, from the Finance Committee report?
No, I think we've discussed it all in detail.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Mr. Lindenberry, you're up, sir.
Thank you. The coalition will have a table at the Back to School Bash, putting out information so the families know that we're here for them for drug support and things of that nature. We're also going to be having our first meeting Wednesday, the 25th at 10 a.m. in this room. We will have a Zoom available, so if anybody wants to participate remotely, we're going to make that a regular thing because we hope we can get more participation. We know people's schedules are busy and they can't always get to the building, so we will be doing hybrid meetings to hopefully build up our coalition and move forward. We're going to focus a lot more this year on having things in the building, especially information about marijuana, the legalization of it, what is and is not okay. A lot of these kids have some really wrong ideas about what's happening with drug laws and things like that. So we really want to focus our attention on doing some of those visuals, just reminders. And hopefully our parents walk through and get the same kind of information. So we're trying to do more measurables that we can report that these are things that we are doing. There is a grant that we can apply for at the end of the year if we have certain measurables obtained. So our focus this year is really to make sure that we get those measurables done so we can apply for a grant and have regular funding moving forward.
Any question, Mr. Lindenberg? Stay right there and say you don't have a report, you know, for
The Education
Foundation.
Foundation has no report.
Thank you, sir.
But you knew that. I'm glad we covered that. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Anything we need to know about policy,
Nothing up.
Ms. Collins or Ms. O'Neill?
No,
You
nothing.
sure? Don't come surprising us with,
I promise you no
4 inches
surprise.
thick next month.
Maybe in September.
Give us some snippets and
October.
previews, okay?
Nothing.
But you could just blame it on Mr. Monk, that's
Yeah,
all,
yeah.
if we get that big package next
Right?
month.
There you go.
Oh, wow, we on TV and I said that. I can't deny it now. Yeah.
Oh, great.
Legislative, I have no legislative report. Okay, brings us down to item 11, board comments. I'm gonna start tonight to my far right, Mrs. O'Neill.
I just want to say that I'm excited about this year. I know we talked about many things that we're going to try to put in place this year, and I'm quite excited about it. And I want to welcome back all of the families, all of the students, and we're just looking forward to a great year this year. That's it.
Thank you, Mrs. O'Neill. Mrs. Collins.
Just welcome back to all the students. I'm hoping that this year we can maintain the kids in school. We don't have any further setbacks because they need to be here. But other than that, I'm looking forward to a great school year and all the new things coming.
Thank you. Mr. Reno.
Just let's enjoy the next couple weeks of summer and then wishing everybody a happy and healthy return to school. I'm looking forward to it.
Can we just say next couple of weeks, don't call that in that summer. You know, let's call it the next couple of weeks before we come back to school. Let's take summer in like late October maybe.
Right.
Hey, I've worked in the school. It's summer. It's over after Labor Day for me.
It's gone.
It's back to business, learning and all that good stuff.
Thank you, Mr. Reno. Ms. Walker.
Again, just reiterating what my board members said, my fellow board members, we welcome all our kids, all our families, staff back to school for a great, healthy, and happy year. You know, the mask mandate keeps us safe, but you know, it's not going to be forever. So we're just going to muddle through it while it's here, and we'll get through it. So again, welcome back.
Thank you, Ms. Walker. I would like to announce and invite all out to the Mount Clemens Community Celebration, Saturday, August the 28th, 4 p.m. to 8 p.m., Mount Clemens High School field. Free food, live music, bounce houses, games, ice cream, free backpacks, and all are welcome. This is a free event on August the 28th, 4 to 8 p.m. Well, it's mid-August already. It seemed like a couple of weeks ago, we were graduating seniors walking across the field. And I guess time flies when you're having a good time. When school is out, I guess people are having a good time. I guess that's why it flies. But just continue to enjoy some semblance of the summer, because it's not like the past, but we have to get used to new normals in our lives, and every day leads to a new normal. Hopefully, I'm glad that we're trying to get back to the new normal of being back face-to-face teaching and learning, because we may not want to admit it, but our students did not receive all that they could receive and all they should have received because of the modality that we had to provide the instruction. It was brand new to everybody. Now, if you were accustomed to learning like that, then you were accustomed to it, and so it was easy for you. But for the vast majority of us all, it was something new, and Zooming and what other kind of media that it took a lot to deal with, and so I'm glad to see that we are going back face to face, and hopefully we can continue that throughout the whole year. I wholeheartedly supported the measure where this board decided we were going to go, if we're going back face to face, that all of our students or workers, et cetera, that were on our buses had to be masked. Anyone who comes into the building has to have on a mask unless there's some kind of medical reason why they can't have a mask on, and they're to be worn at all times, with the exception of when you're in the cafeteria eating or you're outside. And so if a lot of times, I don't think we don't give our young people enough credit. I don't believe young people really have a problem with wearing masks. Even some of the younger kids that I talk to, they don't have a problem with wearing a mask, but we allow adult issues to cloud and form the perceptions of our young people, and that's something that we have to stick to. That we made the decision. Now we have to live by that decision and enforce that decision. We're one of 3 school districts in Macomb County that have the mandatory face covering policy. The other districts is optional or some other type of configuration. But again, I didn't have any issues with casting my vote to support that. So continue enjoying the rest of the summer, the rest of the time before you come back to school. They say after Labor Day, summer is over with. I'm trying to go to Halloween. After Halloween, summer is over, okay? But enjoy, and we hope to see you come through these doors refreshed, recharged, revigorated, re-energized, to come back to see all your friends that you haven't probably seen in a while, and come back with the attitude that, hey, we're back face to face. I wasn't doing well on Zooming, so hey, this is my opportunity to get it right, and let's get it right and have a great year for all of the students in the Mount Clemens Community School District for the academic year 2021 to 2022. Those are my comments. The chair would entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Moved by Member Walker,
Support.
second by It's the 1-2 combination today.
We got it going on now.
Call the roll, please.
Ms. Walker?
Yes.
Mr. Reno?
Yep.
Ms. Collins?
Yes.
Ms. O'Neill?
Yes.
Mr. Rickman?
Yes, the motion carries. The meeting's adjourned at 6:59 p.m.